today. Plenty of positives though, in a really open game today.
Yeah, it was absolutely an open game. We thought it might be. They changed to 5 at the back, which again, you knew were going to give us a problem. The way they're going to try and now set up and try and pass the ball. Lots of bodies in the midfield areas. So I thought we started really well. They had quite a bit of the ball early on, but didn't really hurt us too much, and we got into some fantastic positions first half that, occasionally you'd only dream of. And just whether it was that last ball, last finish, last little touch, whatever it was, we just couldn't quite find it. And I think that was probably the most disappointing bit, that we didn't come in at half-time, maybe a goal or two.
Was it maybe a sort of achy legs from Tuesday night's trip to Bournemouth that maybe sort of
I think certainly had an effect, and I felt as though it would probably have an effect. I said before the game, but we looked a little bit leggy towards the end of the week. Not as staff, you certainly felt it. Yesterday I was absolutely exhausted just from the late night. Lads were getting to bed at 3-4 o'clock, and I know people do that in the normal working world. I understand that, but we just didn't play with quite the same energy or the same attacking intent that we often have done.
Maybe just the lack of composure in the final third, maybe, was that?
Yeah, a little lack of composure, lack of that last little bit of burst of pace, or last little bit of quality. When you've got tired legs, sometimes you don't produce what you want. But certainly we should have worked the keeper more. We got into some fantastic positions first half, and we've really got to do better when we get into those positions. You're away from home, sometimes you're just scraping for little bits, but we got into some terrific bits of space and should have done a lot better.